What's going on? Rob Fish here for BikeBandit.com, here with Jason from Klim, and we are bringing you the absolute first glimpse into the new Klim Adventure Rally 2 gear. Jason, take this thing away, because this is just awesome.
Yeah, Rob, so you've got on a pretty technical piece right now. This is the second generation of the Adventure Rally jacket. The Rally jacket was designed for Dakar race, the type of rides where you need to put a lot of supplies on your body, because you don't have panniers on. If you're in a race, you don't have panniers on, so you're going to need to load the jacket down. And so what Klim did originally was build a jacket that actually had, it was like a suit of armor with a harness inside. And so much like backpackers wear when they stack everything up, it stands tall up over their heads.
Right.
There's a harness built into this jacket that works to, when you get it all adjusted up, it's supposed to float on your body, but stay still in a static position. You can load it down with water and supplies and things that you need, but it's not going to shift and move all around you as you're riding. So that's the nature of the garment. This is the second generation. A lot of the differences between the first generation and this generation will be in fitment and some of the structure and the way that it's designed. We'll jump into that for a second. First thing I want to do though is we want to get you suited up. So if you don't mind, I'm going to show on the inside. What you got right here is we've got a little double pane deflection chest protector with a little Velcro punch right here. So you can actually cinch that guy down right there, and that's going to help give you some chest protection. And then you've got your little harness clasp in the center right there. And then of course you've got your, sorry, wrong side, you've got your kidney belt as well. So those are all the features that you're going to find in a true harness system. Then we can go ahead and get you zipped up right here.
For being as burly and massive as this thing is, and the features and protection it offers, it is incredibly comfortable. Incredibly comfortable.
So what you've got right here is you've got the system all that works together like this, and this gives you full waterproofness as it is right now. So while we've got the, you can see that there's a zip-off collar right here. This collar as is, I mean, this is meant to go, whether you're going to Alaska, the Arctic Circle, or all the way down to Argentina, wherever it is that your adventure takes you, this jacket is designed to handle it. If it's in a race, if it's just riding, it's got all kinds of kind of adjustability and features. So what I want to do right now is I want to zip this collar off. I want to show how you can open it up. And it actually wears almost more like a jersey on top. Zip this off right here. And you can actually pull this guy off. Now you can see that there's this kind of collar, the standard collar. Klim also gives you another collar with this. It's meant to go over a Leatt brace or some form of neck brace that you would wear. Okay. A lot of guys are wearing neck braces these days, and we wanted this jacket to be designed to be able to take the neck brace into it as well. Would you stand in profile for me just so that we can get a good view of how the jacket and the pants system work together? We did mention before with the pants that that's a 3/4 zip in. You can zip into this jacket, have it work as one complete system.
Right.
So it's really cool. So let's get down and dirty on some of the features on here. Starting at the top, it's a Gore-Tex 3-layer Pro Shell. Okay, and basically what that means is you've got your outer layer, which is made of Armacor and SuperFabric. Now this is a newly redesigned SuperFabric, different from the first Adventure Rally. It's softer and more pliable, but you don't lose any of the abrasion resistance. Okay, so like I mentioned before, fitment is a big issue with this one. We've got a much better, tighter, leaning fit than on the original Adventure Rally. So you can still load it down, it's still bomb-proof, but it fits a little slimmer, it's a little easier to move around, it's a little bit more pliable. Okay, so you've got Armacor and SuperFabric, and that basically comprises the entire jacket. There is some stretch panels in the back so that you can move your arms around. Another thing that Klim did was do the 3M Scotchlite retroreflective material. There's a lot bigger hits of Scotchlite retroreflective. Just so you know, Klim does a lot of research when they build a garment, and they've done some research that shows that if you put reflectivity in specific areas on the human body, it lends itself to passive safety. Okay, so while you can be seen at say 1,000 yards from where you are right now, the onlooker can actually distinguish between that's just a static object sitting there that's reflective, or hey, that's a guy on a bike and he's riding toward me. Okay, that's passive safety. That's a little extra information for both you and the oncomer, so that you can avoid each other basically. So they take all that stuff into consideration. You'll see more hits right here across the chest as well. So they did that. You're going to see too, as I spin you around, you've got hits that hit here, come across the back, and then down the back as well right here. So you've got 360 degrees of reflectivity. So no matter what angle you're at, where you are on your bike, you're going to be seen. Pretty cool. Okay? So let's talk about some pockets. Okay, I mentioned before in the pant we got spot pocket. We have another outside external pocket for spot as well. If you want to stick it up here into the jacket, you can put it right here. You've got some little clip cinches right here. You can put some just whatever kind of any kind of supplies that you need to carry on you on the outside of the jacket can go there. We've got a 4-pocket system in the front. Okay, so you've got a pocket that goes in this way, and then if you spin around to the side over here for me, you can see another pocket that comes in behind it, okay? So you can actually stack things on top of each other.
Right,
there.
like a layered system.
If we open this up, you can see that there's a pocket in there, and then a pocket in here as well. You've got a little electronics pouch that can come out. You're also going to see this slit, and this slit right here is for your hydration bladder. Let me spin you around right now. This big pocket in the back right here is for the hydration bladder. You can get 3 liters of water or any kind of fluids that you want in there. It goes up through the jacket, up over the side. Come on back around the front here. And comes out right here. You can coil it up inside and then get it out and take a drink when you need a drink. Stuff this guy back in here. All right, let's go on to venting. Okay, so jacket big and heavy like this, you're going to want it to vent well. I mentioned it's a 3-layer Gore-Tex Pro Shell, so it already breathes. It's fully waterproof. The waterproofing is built into the garment itself, so the Gore-Tex membrane is wedged in between those 2 outer layers, and rather than having a pull-out liner, it's wedged into. So all you got to do basically is if you've got all your vents open, you just got to close your vents. You don't have to pull off to the side of the road and put on some sort of liner or anything. All you've got to do is zip up. Pretty cool. So let's look at some of the vents that we have. We've got 2 in the chest. We want to make sure we're getting your heat zones. So we mentioned that the pits are the heat zones. So if you've got direct airflow coming in right at this angle right here into the chest, you're going to hit that zone. We also have another one here in the bicep, and another one down that's been repositioned across the front in the forearm that's meant to send air right up through and shoot through all the way there. So we got that on both sides. And if I spin you around, we've got the exit vent in the back on both sides as well. And that's a huge port right there, and that allows all that hot air to come out the back.
This is pretty slick. Just while you were spinning me and I was moving and grooving, as I got into the riding position, you could see that this vent actually almost like opened its mouth. Okay, and then whoop.
Yeah,
Slick.
yeah. They want to design it so that not only when the zippers are down, that it's going to be open, but that it actually is pliable and can smooth apart basically, so you can get some airflow.
Yeah, it becomes a scoop.
Absolutely. Back to pockets for a second. Let's just finish that off. Look at the hip pockets we've got on both sides right there. We've got a pocket in the back, big, huge pocket, maps, other types of things that you may need. And again, with the bomb-proofness, you've got huge swaths of this SuperFabric right here. It comes across all the way into the inside of the bicep and across over here. You've got 2 cinch points, so you can really cinch the armor down on the inside. How's that feel?
This thing's comfy. I mean, just I can tell you that I'm wearing an armored jacket. I can tell you that I have armor. I can feel the chest plate. I can feel the back protector. But everything moves. Everything is, whatever you want to call that, dynamic with me as the rider.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that a jacket that literally is this bomb-proof, it would be this comfortable.
We didn't do it on you for the sake of the video. We can't get it perfectly cinched up. But basically, what you want this jacket to do is to float on your body. Okay.
Right.
The reason for the harness system that's on the inside, which we'll take the jacket off you at the end and we'll show the harness system. But you want it to be cinched down in such a way that the jacket actually floats on your body. So
Right.
it's not hanging off you. It's not hanging off the back. It's not hanging down in the front. Whatever kind of weight that you're adding to the jacket, it wants to be evenly dispersed. Okay, and you don't want to put any kind of extra pressure on your core to pull you one way or another. You want it to be static. You want it to stay on your person, to stay fixed, to stay where it's supposed to be. That's kind of the nature of what the jacket's supposed to do, and it does it really, really well.
This thing's awesome.
Got some cinch straps over on the side here as well. There's a lot of places for adjustability on this jacket, a lot of pockets, breathability. You can remove the collar. So many different things that you can do with this version, the Adventure Rally 2, that you couldn't do with the first one.
Right.
Which, by any measure, was a transformational piece in and of itself. And now they've taken it a couple of steps further.
This armor feels almost as if it's as if I'm almost in like a road racing suit. It's impressive. I mean, you got that mobility. What's the armor?
Okay, so let me show you. Glad you brought that up. This is an elbow protector that comes in the Adventure Rally 2-piece. This is called D3O Xergo armor. Okay, as I spin this around and show you, you can see that it's really porous. It's got some breathe ports in it because it's really thick. It is really meant to take care of you in a crash. This is the highest end armor that D3O makes. Again, it's called Xergo. Spin around for me right here and I'll kind of show you how it works. So it sits on the inside right here. You can see you get really great coverage around the elbow all the way down the forearm. Okay, but what's cool about this is that there's Velcro pulls on the inside that you can cinch it up or back in 3 different positions. Okay. So back to adjustability, you've got a lot of ways that you can make this this system work and fit to your body.
I'm digging it.
Okay, so only D3O Xergo armor comes in the Adventure Rally 2. You can't buy this separately and put into another jacket. It is meant and designed to work with this jacket and pant combo. Phenomenal stuff. Really, really protects you.
I'm ready to have lunch in Buenos Aires. Just saying.
Yeah, you could take off on this for 90-day tour or whatever.
Yeah, let's say months at a time.
Whatever you want to do. Cool thing about Klim and Gore-Tex is that they guarantee this for the lifetime of the garment. So if anything fails on its own accord, whether it's the stitching, and by the way, as bomb-proof as all this material is, the Armacor, the SuperFabric, if it isn't stitched together with some really great stitching, and none of it really matters. When you finally meet the pavement, you have to make sure that the whole thing stays together. And so Klim uses a Tech 70 thread. It's almost twice as strong as the type of material they use in the NFL and the garments that they wear. And as you know, that stuff's really strong. Sure. This is about twice as strong as that. So the whole thing together, when you put it all together, all the parts combined, it's a remarkable piece.
I am... like I say, more than impressed. Worth its weight. You know, value is not a word you usually use with high-end gear. But when you put a price on all the materials, all the effort, all the labor, all the R&D, that makes this jacket what it is, and the pants, and then you realize, okay, hey, things, if you go a little less, you know, superior of a product, what that could actually cost you on the backside. Again, value isn't a word that I usually associate with high-end gear, but this is a value. This is a steal at any price.
Yeah, in a way. I mean, if you're talking about the type of protection that you're going to get with a garment like this, one time meeting the pavement could cost tens of thousands of dollars.
In a blink.
In a blink. So. Riding with the kind of confidence that this garment gives you, you never really fully understand it until you put it on, until you feel it, until you ride in it, until you cinch it down, and it sits on you like a suit of armor.
It's comfy. I mean, for as much as this is, and it's bringing to the table, it's comfy.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Seriously. I mean, ready, everybody? Just check this thing out. Chest plate, back protection, elbows, shoulders, cool little things, like a lycra, like a neoprene material with a thumb hole to keep the sleeve down on the inside.
Yep, to keep cold weather from getting in. Absolutely.
This thing, it's fantastic. Jason, thanks for your knowledge. Thanks for your time. If you know you want it, please put it in your shopping cart. It's as easy as that. Obviously, on something of this caliber, we're going to ship it for free. Easy as that. If you have any questions whatsoever, pick up the phone and call us here at bikebandit.com. You can send us an email. You can click on the support tab, go straight to the sales department. Jason from Klim, I'm Rob Fish. We're bikebandit.com, and we love you. So you should like us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your ride. Enjoy your new Klim gear.